Channel 2 Sports Zone Friday starts now.
Hey, greetings, Zach Klein along with Anthony Amy and DJ Shockley. Welcome into Sports Zone Friday, everyone.
As always, we invite you to join us via social media. You can tweet us using the hashtag SZOne2 or on Facebook at WSB TV Sports Zone.
All right, let's get after it. Our Week 5 coverage begins at Kell High School tonight, where the undefeated Longhorns hosted the undefeated Cambridge Bears in the Class 4A Region 7B opener for both teams. The Bears take control early, led by their quarterback Brian Moore, who takes this one 30 yards down the far sidelines. He is in for the score. Look at the cutback. Bears on top by 14. Later in the second quarter, Kell on the comeback. Quarterback Cameron Rosendahl mounts several successful drives, finishing that one with a 5-yard touchdown. The Longhorns make a terrific comeback, and they go on to the 1-point win to remain perfect on the season.
In Quad A Region 4 play, the Bulldogs of Mount Zion in search of their first win of the season, paying a visit to the Riverdale Raiders. Halfway through the first quarter, Joseph Cambridge hands the ball off to his brother Jalen, and Jalen didn't stop it until he's in the end zone. That tied the game at 7. Then near the end of the half, watch as Cambridge finds a lonesome Chancey Moore.
Wow.
Where's the coverage? 30-yard score. Raiders take a 14-7 lead. Riverdale has alternated wins and losses each week of the season. They lost last week, so yes, they win this one, 21-13. And after losing its opener, Decatur began region play tonight at home in search of its 4th straight win. This was the first of 2 straight at home for the Bulldogs, who hosted the Bulldogs of Booker T. Washington. And speaking of Bulldogs, Spike the Bulldog is Decatur's mascot. Now, before I finally plowed through the banner, I talked to Spike about my struggles. At first, very receptive, and then he didn't want to hear it, and then I missed it again.
Unbelievable. You're 0 for 5.
Next week.
Okay.
Next week.
0 for 5.
No such problems for the home team early anyway. They open up a 14-6 halftime lead. Devontae Carter to Andre Young, but Washington storms back to win this one 28-21. The Washington Bulldogs win their second of the year.
And I'm at Allatoona High School, the undefeated Buccaneers hosting the undefeated Spartans of South Paulding. And if both quarterbacks happen to go down, no worry, I got their back, because you know I got a cannon, right?
Off the middle.
An arm so strong, even Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford are jealous. Opening quarter, Bucks on the board first. That's Brian Dallas, 10-yard score. Quick Allatoona lead. Later in the first half, the Buccaneers decide to air it out. It's Connor Larson to my man Zach Nichols. If your name's Zach, you're getting on the show. It's just that simple. 24-0 Allatoona on top. South Paulding trying to make a game of it when Jake Oglesby connects with James Story for a 22-yard score. But it was too little too late as the Buccaneers go on to win it tonight by 20. Our DJ Shockley called the game on WSBTV.com and joins us now from Allatoona High School. DJ Russell Holloman, once again a difference maker tonight for the Buccaneers, but he did not do it by himself. How impressed were you with Allatoona's backfield?
Zach, Holloman, first off, is the real deal. He can run inside, outside. He showed balance. He showed vision. He can do it all. He's a total package, and he's only a junior, so he has a whole nother season to give a lot of defensive fits. He does a great job. Looking forward to seeing him and Batista with an effective backfield in the season goes on.
All right, so talented running backs aside, DJ, there were some great catches in this game as well. Can these teams take some pressure off of those backs by airing it out more as the season progresses?
Well, Anthony, with this backfield, I don't think they need anything else, but Zach Nichols, actually the receiver for Allatoona, had a good night. He had a big 66-yard touchdown. They can do it, but you have 2 backs like Holloman and Batista. They don't need it. Those guys can handle anything that's put on their shoulders.
All right, DJ, thanks as always for your insight, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, as we get ready for kickoff between Georgia and Tennessee. That, of course, is on Bulldogs game day. Well, we are just getting started here, folks, on Sports Zone Friday. Up next, much more from Week 5, including games from Cobb, Gwinnett, Fulton, and Barrow counties, just to name a few. But first, it is time for our McDonald's Spirit Spotlight and the Marching Buccaneers from Allatoona High. Sports Zone Friday back right after this.
Sports Zone Friday is brought to you in part by McDonald's. There's something for everyone at McDonald's. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day. And by your local Toyota dealers. Let's go places.
Welcome back, folks. Time now for our Toyota Drive of the Week. We're going to head back to Allatoona High School, and on a kickoff, South Paulding's Trevin Simmons fumbles the rock. The Buccaneers recover it, and then 2 plays later, Joshua Bedesty finds a hole up the middle and scores from 13 yards out. Allatoona gets the win. They stay perfect on the season, and they also come through with our Toyota Drive of the Week.
Very nice. We continue now with 6A Region 8 play and the Decula Falcons, who on paper had a pretty good opportunity to remain perfect on this season. The Falcons in Snellville play a Shiloh team that lost 44-0 last week, and visitors got on the board early. Bijan Surley muscling his way in, 7-0 Falcons. Later in the quarter, Jack Evangelister takes the direct snap, and 45 yards later, he goes down at the 2. That sets up another score. Decula, 28-6 winners. Falcons are 5-0. The Generals have scored a total of 26 points in 4 games.
All right, thousands of you voted at WSBTV.com for the game they wanted to see tonight. It's Academy Sports and Outdoors Viewers' Choice Game of the Week.
We love high school football, Channel 2!
All right, thank you, ladies. Thousands of you sent us out to Mount Parent Christian High School, where the Eagles entertained Pinecrest High. First quarter, Eagles quarterback Jake Allen with a quick toss to Dorian Walker. Walker jukes his way to pay dirt to widen the Eagle lead. Later in the first, Mount Parent quarterback again making some moves. Allen scrambling to the sideline, but fires it 40 yards across the field to Jake Rowan.
What a throw.
Yeah, impressive. Mount Parent dominant tonight as they win at 45-14. Now, if you at home want your school featured on Sports Zone Friday, vote every week for the Academy Sports and Outdoors Viewers' Choice Game. That's on WSBTV.com. We look forward to coming to your school in the very near future.
In 3A, the Titans of Blessed Trinity coming off back-to-back shutout wins. They took their perfect record to Lakewood Stadium, where Douglas was waiting early in the first quarter. Connor Davis fakes the handoff and then hits Jake Bogosian to put the Titans on the board. And then shortly afterwards, Chris Siebert tosses the ball to Matthew Higgins, who goes 30 yards upfield, going down just short of the goal line. Milton Shelton would take it in on the next play. And after winning the last 2 games 37-0 and 42-zip, Blessed Trinity allows a touchdown in this one, but they win it 45-7.
Offense is impressive. Now time to recognize players who represent on the field and in the community. Callaway's Terry Godwin is this week's Montlick & Associates Athlete of the Week. Godwin ranks as the 20th best high school football player in the country. He is also listed as the nation's #1 overall athlete. Godwin says he'll treasure his senior year in high school before heading off to college. Now, off the field, he's a member of the FCA. Godwin has verbally committed to the Georgia Bulldogs, where he's expected to be a wide receiver.
Everywhere I go, go Dogs on Twitter, Facebook, emails, Instagram. I mean, there's a big Georgia fans out there.
For the Athlete of the Year at the end of the season, at that time, Montlick & Associates will donate $5,000 to the young men's school. Coming up next, folks, the Florida State Seminoles are the top team in college football. The Salem Seminoles, well, they're looking to remain #1 in the 5A Region 8 standings. But first, it is the second installment of our McDonald's Spirit Spotlight, and this time it's the Spartans of South Paulding taking center stage. Sports Zone Friday, marching on after a brief timeout.
Sports Zone Friday is brought to you in part by Montlick & Associates Attorneys, protecting Georgia families for over 30 years, and by the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
And welcome back into Sports Zone Friday. Our coverage continues in Conyers tonight, where the Salem Seminoles won for their 4th straight win as they hosted the Bulldogs from Winder Barrow. A few minutes before the half, Salem fighting back from a 10-0 deficit. Quarterback Noah Chapman deep to Robert Cyrus. That's a 40-yard touchdown. It tightens the gap. And Salem, they come back and they go on to win. 31-24 is your final.
All right, it's time now to honor one of the student athletes who has shown the ability to excel both on the field and in the classroom. And tonight's Georgia Lottery Scholar Athlete of the Week is Milton High School's Chris Turner. The senior running back moved to Milton last year from California, but has fit nicely into the Eagles' offense. Turner lists his pre-calculus teacher, Miss Gandhi. What's up, Miss Gandhi? As his favorite teacher. He hopes to earn a football scholarship to play at the next level. Either way, Turner plans on a career helping people.
I think I want to be a physical therapist, be able to help people out, and be able to work with people every day. That's something that I've always wanted to do, and be very interactive, and start my own company that way. So,
My man's got a bright future. Congratulations, Chris. Well done.
Yeah, and you can get more Sports Zone Friday football coverage on WSBTV.com, including our game of the week.
All right, great stuff this week 5 of the season. For
fun.
Anthony, DJ, and the rest of the Sports Zone Friday crew, I'm Zach Klein. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, for Bulldogs Game Day. Georgia getting ready to take on Tennessee, going for their 5th straight win in their series. See you, everybody.